Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jake.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're the 501 Whiskey Club, and today we're going to be doing kind of a comparison of two pretty dang good scotches. Like you already know, he's kind of our scotch guy. So.
Yeah, I figured we'd do something a little special at least, something a bit more fun since it's been a while since you've seen either one of us.
So yeah, like I've been. Oh, you guys.
No, yeah, you're good.
He brought the nicer juice. Okay, I'm just running the Ardbeg 10. You want to tell him what you got?
Yeah, I got the Uigeadail. If I said that right, probably not. We're from Arkansas, as you guys know. So
that's why I let you say it.
But yeah, Uigeadail and everything. I don't know all the specifics and everything about the differences and whatnot between it and the 10, but I do know, at least flavor-wise and whatnot, it is vastly different than the 10. You get way more earth and funk out of this and everything, but you guys will see that whenever we taste and whatnot. But I think we can start out with the 10, start things slow, start things kind of easy.
Start with what's more readily available.
Yeah, you can find the 10 at pretty much, from our experience, like any liquor store.
Yeah.
Just about anything that's carrying like a decent Scotch selection, you'll find an Ardbeg 10.
Yeah, and I think that last part's an important part, because I know I had a buddy that was on the hunt for some Ardbeg, and unfortunately, let's do something important than that. Unfortunately, he had a little bit of trouble actually coming across some. Maybe go to like 3 or 4 different stores. But compared to the other one here, it's like worlds different kind. Kind of like in the bourbon world, Buffalo Trace isn't necessarily rare. You can find it at a lot of liquor stores, but sometimes you got to go to a few to find it.
Yeah.
It's kind of where it's
at
right now.
And it's kind of the same way at bars and whatnot too. Like you'll find Buffalo Trace at pretty much any bar that's serving bourbon, and it's similar, I think, to you have to go to those whiskey specific liquor stores to really start finding some of this stuff. But if you can find one, and I think most people have access to at least one shop near them that's maybe small owned or think family owned or anything like that you could find a whiskey nut somewhere near you, and you'll be able to find a lot of this stuff. The 10 though,
it's still good.
Oh yeah.
It's still super good. I still get that super just savory, meaty.
See, it's interesting too, because like I think these are at different temperatures too. I think your 10 is at a little bit warmer than, because I just drove this year and it's cold out. And so I think that, I don't know, we'll see, but that has like a bit more of that kind of cellar tempy kind of.
Well, and just looking at the back here, I noticed something that I'd never really paid attention to.
Oh yeah, the locations.
Not only the locations, but it's talking about having tones of an old ex-sherry cask, which we're not getting out of this Ardbeg 10.
No.
So, I mean...
Yeah, the 10 is crazy, though. You get, like... I don't know, there's something... It's like a little floral going on. Like something, at least on the nose.
Yeah. Absolutely. Definitely, yeah. You got that floral, and it's got still that briny kind of sea salt you get.
Oh, yeah. The brine is really heavy on the 10. That's one thing that a lot of people will they'll tell you up and down about Ardbeg and everything, is that whenever you're looking for a good Isla, like if you're wanting to go full on, into the Isla territory, into the smoke, into the brine, you're gonna pick an Ardbeg like 9 times out of 10, because even your stuffs like the Lafroigs, or the Lafroigs, the Lafroig, Lagavulin, even Bruichladdich and things like that. While Bruichladdich does have the Octomore, whenever it comes to just a classic like intense Ardbeg Isla experience, that's just what these are for,
Oh look, you said it made it in the video. You're the one that brought it into the video.
Oh, we don't need to talk about what I said.
No, good idea, bud.
Oh shit, no.
Well, you almost made it in.
I almost did.
See,
oh man, it's gonna do the same fucking thing. Come on now. Oh, that was
Planning.
a lot. That was a lot.
Planning.
Yeah,
you
went for the big.
much.
You went for the big one.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I might have killed it.
I think I killed mine too. I didn't. Well, I would say it didn't hold up to the water, but I think I put a little too much water in.
And another thing to consider though, whenever we're adding water, to it, the 10 is only like 46%, and while that's higher, than 40, it's gonna change, but you do want to be careful with how much water you add, because as soon as you start dropping that below that 40% range and whatnot, which is not hard to do at that.
What is this? 46?
46. Yeah, 46. Yeah. And so it's like as soon as you go below that 40 range, you're gonna get a bit more muted. Well, I got a bubble. And
it's definitely muted.
Yeah.
Definitely muted. It's not much going on. You still get the good flavors coming through, though. It took a lot of that aggressiveness out of the Ardbeg.
Yeah.
For sure.
And one thing you'll see whenever we taste this, we did have a little bit before we started filming, but this thing's got some spice to it. Compared to this thing will toss you around the room a little bit.
Yeah. It's got some black spice. We'll get to that. But no, it's definitely a lot more muted. I mean, obviously more round, a lot less alcohol to it. I mean, we probably dropped it a good amount, just proportionally.
Oh yeah, easy.
Glass. A little too much water. It's our fault. At least mine made it into the glass.
Hey, we can't win them all. Where are those little? We need a little solo cup. See, they're good for something. Oh, there we go. Next time, guys. Don't worry. We'll learn from our mistakes for the Uigeadail.
We never learned. We've done this before.
Yeah, that's like vodka now.
Yeah, flavored vodka.
Yeah, it's a little
vodka.
smoky vodka.
I don't know if I'd say vodka now.
Nah, but
There's like no alcohol left to it. It's just the flavors.
Yeah.
But some of those more...
I mean, you take a big enough swig still.
Some of those sharper,
it might bring a tear to your eye, but...
Some of those sharper, more phenolic notes are kind of gone, though. And I know that some people really like that, but I kind of miss it a little bit.
Well, and that's always one thing to consider. Now, and I say this with a grain of salt, but whenever you're getting into Islas and whatnot, adding a hefty amount of water per se, it may not be a bad idea for your first time around if you really want to try to get into it. Just because Islas are so aggressive and they can be so off-putting for the wrong people, and it's one of those things that you cut that alcohol down a little bit. That's just one less thing that you have to worry about now whenever it comes to aggression. You still got to worry about that smoke, that peat, but maybe if you could cut the alcohol, you can get a little lower so it's not beating the shit out of you while you're trying to drink it. It might be a little more easy to get into. But why I say with a grain of salt is because if you don't add enough water to actually cut that alcohol down, you might actually make it worse for you. Because Islas are also kind of notorious for you can add a few drops of water in it and it's going to turn it into a fucking bomb and you're going to get lit up. And so
it's a serious balance.
Yeah, you got to kind of figure out where you want to sit. And some people, there are people out there who want that, and so it's always good to experiment with water and whatnot and just try it out. Now this one's at 54%. So we add a little bit of water to this and it might turn into a bomb.
Yeah, no lie. And I was just going to point out, what have we always said about this one and the Peat Monster?
Oh, it's like bacon.
Yeah. So they don't mention bacon anywhere on the tin.
Yeah.
But
do they on there?
Yeah. Do they? Yeah, right there.
Oh, hello. Wow. The other one that they say is treacle.
Yeah.
Once again, we're from Arkansas, and I don't know what treacle is.
Yeah, treacle,
but
bacon, and
if anyone wants to let us know.
Here, I'll let you do the honors this time.
Okay. We're going a little hefty. This is a favorite of mine.
It's really good. We came across it basically accidentally. We just decided to go through one of our regular liquor stores, and I don't even think we were actually going to buy anything that day. I think we were just going to kind of feel out.
I was just going to hang out. Yeah.
And then sitting on the shelf, the last one, right there. Couldn't pass it up.
Yep. Just over $100. It didn't even break 200. It was just great. It was a really good find. I may have poured you a little more than I intended to.
Oh,
but
how dare you?
It's just immediately more earthy.
Yeah, definitely. It's got a coffee note to it. It's kind of weird for a Scotch for me.
Way spicier. Holy crap. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that heat comes through.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of
good.
I get a dark chocolate And then you got that kind of coffee espresso bean going on there. Got that black spicy pepper, and
let's see what
of course,
they say.
Of course, the bacon never fails.
Oh yeah.
On an Ardbeg. Oh god, what were we talking about? So our classic to our brand, something went wrong.
This time it wasn't the video though. You know, we could release everything that just happened because we were recording for a minute.
Yeah, that's true.
Of us just fucking around trying to figure out our fucking mic. But you know, it's whatever. It was the audio this time, so.
Yeah, on brand for us though.
gotta keep it real, you know. Keep it on brand.
Yeah, no lie.
Next thing you know, I'll be saying popping cherries and
like the third time. Oh my god, dude, it's so good.
Yeah, Uigeadail, easily one of my favorites right now. It's been great every time I've had it.
Get this caramel. I don't get caramel on Scotch that much.
Yeah. I get a little bit every once in a while, like a little bit of like a burnt caramel kind of thing going on, and especially butterscotch, you know. But I don't get the butterscotch as much in this, and yeah, I typically don't in Islas. Usually there are some Islas that I'll actually get a really heavy like barley-esque kind of. I don't know how you can kind of get the same thing out of like a barley bourbon, you know, that flavor.
That was almost too much. That was
dude,
close.
You're gonna make me like fucking claw this thing on camera, like. How the hell did you do that? Oh yeah, okay.
I kinda.
Now I got a wet finger. Okay, let's see.
No comment.
Well,
I mean,
you want to comment?
made that coffee note stronger.
It definitely mellowed it out a little bit.
Yeah, but it's still solid, man.
Oh yeah.
That's still, I'd take it over the.
It's so good.
Still.
I think that
even
you
with
know
the water added.
It's a little cliche, I guess, but my favorite Isla is still the Lagavulin 16. I fucking love that thing. Oh, dude, it's so good. Or whatever. I think it's either 16 or 15.
16.
Yeah, 16. Yeah, the Lagavulin 16. It's a classic. You know, it's like $100 bottle in most places.
Got this burnt match.
Oh, really?
Got a burnt
like
match.
Kind of like a Highland thing going on?
Yeah, got like a burnt match.
That phosphorus?
I got that burnt match, and I got a kind of a rubbery note with the water added.
I get
the
rubber.
Didn't get initially.
I get the rubber a little bit on the Uigeadail each time I have it, but the. You want to say it? Come on. Yeah, Islas are known for a little bit of a rubbery note to them. A lot of people will describe it even as like a burnt rubber, though.
Yeah.
Like it's nasty, which is hilarious because that's one thing. As soon as you start to get into Islas, you'll start hearing from people who already drink or into Islas. All the fucking descriptions and things like that you'll hear about Islas is just gross. Like it's like barnyard, burnt rubber, sea brine. It's like, yeah, that sounds terrible.
Got the classic Lottie.
Yeah, the
kissing
classic
a mermaid.
Lottie. Yeah, kissing a mermaid in the classic Lottie. You know, and if that doesn't sound like something for you, then I'm sorry, you're just not made for it. But
it's so good though.
It's great. It's my favorite. It's my favorite taste profile right now, and has been for a while in whiskey. And it's probably the most unique experience you'll get out of whiskey, in my opinion. And it's great because every single one of them is different. Even these two, this is the same distillery, and this is just a blend. You know, I don't know the age and things like that between these blends, but this is the same distillery, both similarly priced. This is probably about 50-60-ish over this, but still totally different whiskeys.
Oh yeah, but I think the water did not harm it. I think it still just had so much to offer.
I think I still prefer it without water, just on its own, straight.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
It's good for
But
sure.
I've discovered a lot more just in the last minute here. I'm kind of exploring it with the water added.
The fruit comes out a lot. I just got heavy raisin and things like that out of it.
That's what I was about to say, like darker fruits.
Oh yeah, it's always
it's darker fruits. Even a little overripe, maybe. Which again doesn't sound appetizing, but somehow it works out.
It doesn't quite have I get a bit more of that like medicinal iodininess though out of this than I do the Uigeadail. I don't get as much of it out of the Uigeadail, which is a flavor like profile that I really like in Islas. Is that kind of iodine, kind of like
Yeah.
It's good to me. Not as much in the Uigeadail. Like we said, this is just a bit more rounded. You get a bit more of those dark fruits and things like that, and a bit more of like a heavier smoke that kind of rounds everything out, while also staying really earthy and fruity and a little barnyardy and things like that. But it's great. Both of these are excellent choices. And I'd say if you're wanting to get into Islas and you're wanting to take a little bit of a leap of faith and skip the Lafroig and things like that, maybe skip the Lagavulin, and you want to go straight to something a bit more intense, get you a bottle of Ardbeg 10. It's great. And if you like it, see if you can hunt down an Uigeadail.
Absolutely. Definitely worth the time. Like I said, we got lucky, so I don't know how it's going to go. You know, when you're I've never actually hunted for it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But we just kind of stumbled across it, and here it is. Here we are. But anyways, no, I think it's really good. I think they both have a lot to offer, but I do agree. Yeah. That extra little bit of what's going on in the blend and what's going on with the proof and things like that definitely took it the extra mile over the 10. But the 10 is still phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Still like one of the top recommendations.
I'll go between both of them still. I own both bottles, and it's like there'll be days. There'll be days. There'll be days where I'll feel like, like my 10, for instance, this is his 10, but my 10 is like, damn, I got like a quarter bottle left, but I still have all this for my Uigeadail. I tap in my Uigeadail every once in a while, but whenever I'm just wanting a good Isla, I'll tap into my 10 every day.
And like, I know it's not a Lagavulin 16. I know it's not, but it compares decently well compared to other offerings out there, and at a much different price point than you're getting the Lagavulin 16 at as well. But I really don't have a whole lot more to say about the Ardbegs unless you've got something.
No, just solid Isla whiskeys in my opinion. Just solid Isla Scotch.
Can't believe we've never done Ardbeg before.
Yeah,
we have.
I don't think so. Maybe we've mentioned it. We probably mentioned it here and there, but
But yeah, without further ado, definitely check out some other videos on our page. Also, we have a Patreon up. It'll be in the link below. Definitely helps us out, bringing you guys more videos. Also, check out our website, 501whiskeyclub.com. Got a lot of cool resources and a cool little community going over there. Without really anything further to say, we'll see you guys on the next video.
It's good.